Ho, ho, ho! Hi there, I'm Alec, and happy holidays, everybody. It's that time of the year to rewatch all your favorite holiday classics in order to have some semblance of your youth. So that means you got your old Christmas movies, like the Home Alone movies, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Polar Express, and the Hot Chocolate song when Tom Hanks went, ha, ha, hoo. Bars. Bars. And then you got your classic Christmas specials like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Frosty the Snowman, and also How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Ain't gonna touch him with the 39.5-foot pole, you know what I mean? The old How the Grinch Stole Christmas song was the original diss track. You're a crooked, dirty jockey, and you drive a crooked horse, Mr. Grinch. Oh! But you know, all the classics are well and good, but what about the Christmas movies or specials that go forgotten? Like every year a company makes a Christmas special that's all like, we got a brand new Christmas classic for you and all the family to enjoy this holiday season. I'm sure it'll be a classic that you'll want to watch every single year, and then it gets fucking mediocre reviews, and then they never air it again after that one Christmas season. Like, I'm talking about Christmas specials like A Miser's Brother Christmas. You guys remember these two guys from A Year Without a Santa Claus? They got their own Christmas special in like 2008 with ABC Family. I remember it being advertised a shit ton that one year, and then I never saw it again. Or like How Murray Saved Christmas. You see this? Huh. I wonder why it's not an instant classic. Or like, I don't know, fucking Timothy Tweedle, the First Christmas Elf. You ever hear of that one? I didn't. I had to look it up. But there's one Christmas special that I want to talk about today, because it's a Christmas special that has eluded me ever since I watched it when it originally aired on NBC. I had no idea what the hell it was called. The only thing I remembered is that the movie took place in like a small town that was in the middle of a fucking ravine, and the people of the town were only able to get like 1 minute of sunlight a day. That's the only thing I remember. So going off of that, I was able to find the Christmas special. So ladies and gentlemen, I present to you The Happy Elf. The Happy Elf was a Christmas special that aired on NBC on December 2nd, 2005, when I was only 8 years old. The special is based on a song by Harry Connick Jr. Yep, you heard that right. It's based on a song. I mean, I guess Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer was based on a song, and I assume Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was based on a song, and probably Frosty the Snowman was based on okay, so maybe it's not that crazy. But it was a newer song by fucking Harry Connick Jr. Like, that guy's still alive. All the other people that sang those old songs, I'm just gonna assume you guys are all dead, okay? If any of you are still alive, don't say anything. If you say anything, you'll be dead for real. So yeah, it's based on a song called The Happy Elf by Harry Connick Jr. that came out on Harry's 2003 album, Harry for the Holidays. Like, I'm sorry, but who the fuck is Harry Connick Jr.? Like, I know the name, but like, does he really deserve to have his own Christmas special based on like an original song that he made? Like, I gotta know who the fuck this guy is. Hey Siri, who's Harry Connick Jr.?
Joseph Harry Fowler Connick Jr. is an American singer, pianist, composer, actor, and television host. He has sold over 28 million albums worldwide. Connick is ranked among the top 60 best-selling male artists in the United States.
Hold on, what? Top 60? Why not like top 50 or top 100? Why did they specify top 60? If they specify top 60, I'm just gonna assume that he's number 60. Yeah, you know, I'm ranked among the top 60 male artists. Top 60, huh? What number are you? You know, I don't want to talk about it. Also, he's a television show host? Since fucking when? Did anybody else know that Harry Connick Jr. had a daytime TV talk show? Literally just called Harry. You're a talk show host, Harry. I'm a what? Look at this fucking turtle. That turtle is just like, oh my god, I'm next to Harry Connick Jr.
Who's the predator now?
That's a poor choice of words, Harry, in this day and age. What the fuck? He was just in that Annie Live show? Look at him, he looks like the Kingpin. When I was a boy, my father took me to the city to see Vanessa. So anyway, back to the Happy Elf. So the timeline of the Happy Elf was Harry Connick Jr. makes the Happy Elf an original song back in 2003 for his Harry for the Holidays Christmas album. And then 2 years later, they make an animated Christmas special starring Rob Paulsen as the Happy Elf. And then a couple years later, they actually made a musical stage adaptation of the Happy Elf. Yeah, you know this fucking Christmas special that you probably have never heard of? Yeah, there's a fucking musical out there about it. And the musical has such songs like the Poop Hole song.
And just ignore that awful smell that comes from living in a poop hole.
But I'm not here to make fun of the hour-and-a-half long musical because I don't got the fucking time. I just want to rewatch the Christmas special for the first time since I originally saw it on television and just see how bad it is, because I mean, look at this animation. Oh god. So let's dive right in. Alright. So the Happy Elf is about Eubie the Elf, who's played by Rob Paulsen, aka Carl Weezer from Jimmy Neutron, or Pinky from Pinky and the Brain, and amongst many other voice roles. He's a legend. Eubie is an elf that loves his job. He wants to make as many toys as he can for Christmas, but all the other elves fucking hate him because he is just too jolly for them. But first, the special starts off with this brother and sister who are getting in an argument over how to decorate this big old Christmas tree, when suddenly a guy who's playing a one-man band walks up and is just like, "Hey kids, I know I look like Harry Connick Jr. and sound like Harry Connick Jr., but I'm not." And the kids are just like, "Who the fuck are you?" And he's like, "I'm Little Farley." And you think his name is supposed to have significance later on in the special? It doesn't. So Little Farley tells them that they should be nice to each other because, you know, Santa, he doesn't like naughty kids. And the kids are just like, "Shut the fuck up, old man. Who the fuck you think you are, Little Farley?" But Little Farley tells them, no, Santa checks the list right up until the last minute. So then he tells them a story to make them believe. The story of Eubie, the Happy Elf.
The Happy Elf was one of Santa's helpers, a cheerful little fella who went by the name of Eubie.
So then there's a montage where we meet Eubie as he's just making a big old mess in Santa's workshop. And you can just tell, oh yeah, that's the Happy Elf for sure. So Eubie is finally stopped by his boss from singing and dancing all across the workshop. And his boss is just like, "Have you taken a break at all, Eubie?" And Eubie's like, "Me? Take a break? When it's almost Christmas?" His boss tells him that he needs to take a break for the rest of the day, which Eubie reluctantly does.
Whatever you say, Chief.
Don't call me Chief.
Okay by me, boss.
Or that.
Alrighty, El Capitan, head honcho, top dog, keeper of the keys, grand poobah.
Go!
I'm gone.
Aw, Eubie's one of those people that loves the sound of his own voice. I love those people. I love that he's the main character of the special. Then we get to see Santa's in a meeting with some of the top elves to see the progress that they're all making before the big day, Christmas. He gets reports from the reindeer handler, his sleigh engineer, who's working underneath the table, I guess, and also Norbert, who's the head elf of the naughty and nice department.
We're doing the best we can, Santa. That checking twice thing kills us every year.
So Norbert states that his department is behind. So Santa asks the rest of the head elves, does anybody else have any elves to spare? Insert elf bowling joke here.
Santa?
Yes, Tucker?
I think I have just the elf.
So then Eubie's boss is able to proclaim, "I have an elf to spare." And everybody's just like, "You mean Eubie?" "Yeah, no. Fuck Eubie." Meanwhile, we see Eubie and his two friends, Gilda and Derek, are trying to snoop in on the meeting to see if they can get any intel on if they're deciding who's on the sleigh crew, which is an illustrious crew of elves that is able to go on the sleigh with Santa on Christmas.
Oh, here we go. The candidates for the sleigh crew.
Ooh, right in the nards. Ooh, look at them go. Oh, they're still swinging. God, can you fucking just fall already? Jesus. Afterwards, the three of them recount how they all took the test in order to get on the sleigh crew together. But it's revealed that all three of them sucked at it. So do they have to take this test like every single year in order to be on Santa's crew? What is the Santa sleigh crew test, like standardized testing for elves? Alright, now remember to take your number 2 pencil and fill in the full ornament on your test page. So then we get a flashback of how each one of them did during this test. And there's like a 3-minute long flashback soundtrack and a 45-minute special. Like, you don't have time for this, you guys. Just do one line and move on. I don't need to see the inner workings of how each one of them fucking failed. I can just guess by looking at them that they're not good elves. Oh my god damn, don't distort portions of your characters' bodies when already the proportions look fucking gross. Like, god damn, look at those fingers.
It's experimental. Do you like it?
Shut the fuck up.
Yo.
Oh, let me guess, it blows up. So then mysteriously, Yubi gets called on his elf pager to head over to Elf HQ. And Yubi thinks that it means that he finally made it onto the sleigh team, only to find that he has been confined to the lowest, darkest task that an elf must do. And that's to check over the naughty and nice list.
Well, what are you waiting for? Get to it.
And then while checking the list, Yubi makes a grave discovery that rocks him to his very core. He finds out that all the kids of one town called Bluesville are all naughty. Oh no. So then Yubi heads over to that big swinging dick Norbert's house in the middle of the night to be like, hey, you up? What's up with Bluesville?
There is a town with report after report of naughty, undeserving children, and it's no wonder they all live in a place called
Bluesville.
Why, yes.
However, Yubi finds out that the people of Bluesville get checked one more time on Christmas Eve to see if they've shaped up at all in the past year.
So that means they haven't gotten their final report yet?
Gee, that sounds a lot like what I just said.
Jesus, dude, do not get that badly animated of a face that close to the screen. He's over here like, ugh.
So it may not be too late.
For them, no. You, however, are a lost cause.
Not wanting to give up, Yubi sees if Gilda, who we've come to find out is tremendously down bad for Yubi, will come with him on his quest to Bluesville.
Come with me, Gilda.
Yubi, I want to, but I'm not as brave as you are. As a matter of fact, this conversation has given me hives.
Yeah, I thought it might, so I brought you some anti-itch cream.
Ugh. A man after my own heart. Oh, you know me too well, Yubi. Now give me that fat cock.
I'll be back before anyone knows I'm gone.
Promise?
Promise. You got a little something on your nightgown there.
It's these hands. Pah! So Yubi obviously doesn't notice that Gilda has the hots for him, and he makes his way to Bluesville in order to try and see if he can make a difference in this world. Just like all of us, we're all trying to make a difference, but sometimes the only thing we're able to do is make stupid videos on the internet for people to enjoy.
The troubles in Bluesville start with its location. You see, Bluesville had the great misfortune of being surrounded by tall cliffs on every side. As a result, they felt the warmth of the sun only once a day.
So when Yubi quite literally falls into Bluesville, we get treated to the scene that this is the one scene that I remember from this special. This shot of the sun going over the town of Bluesville and everybody taking out a little sun visor and sunbathing for 1 minute. I just remember it because that was just so weird and specific. I was like, I've never seen something like that before.
There wasn't much laughter in Bluesville either. Nobody who lived there even knew how to tell a joke.
When does a couple milk like a ballerina?
I don't know.
Tuesday.
That shit sucked. I know it was supposed to suck, but it extra sucked because it was supposed to be bad. Like, you know what you should have done? You should have been like, hey, what's a cup of milk like a ballerina? I don't know. Yeah, me neither. I was trying to ask you. So Yubi goes around town trying to cheer everybody up while everybody's just like, what the fuck is this kid doing with his mouth? His mouth is going upwards. I've only heard of it doing that in myths. Everything is dark. Kids only have 1 minute of recess a day. All the parents work in a factory where the only thing they make are question marks. Like, I know that's supposed to be sad, but like, question marks aren't sad. I don't see a question mark and I'm just like, that's such a sad punctuation mark. Like, question marks don't make me sad. They make me want to find out the mystery.
Good morning, miss. What a delightful day it's turning out to be.
So after Yubi gets fucking decked by an old lady, he decides to take it up with the mayor of Bluesville to find out just what the heck is going on around here.
A Christmas tree might be exactly what the town needs to spread some cheer.
Let me tell you a little something about Bluesville, my ridiculously persistent friend.
So the mayor ends up singing a good old blues song to Yubi to tell him just how blue Bluesville can be.
The town folk will know one irregular Joe. The moment you go to Bluesville, you'll always have holes in your shoes.
Is Harry Connick Jr. proud of this scene? Was he in the animation studio looking up at what the animators have got done? And he was just like, yep, I'm glad that this scene in particular will forever be connected to my name and brand. I just imagine Harry Connick Jr. is just like, I want more toes! Only 4 toes? Double it! And their actor's just like, Jesus fucking Christ, Harry, calm down! And Harry's just like, I'm Harry Connick Jr. and what I say goes. I am in the top 60 selling male artists of all time. What number are you? That doesn't matter.
Lord help the poor fellow who's got to deliver the news in Bluesville.
Oh my god, they fucking killed that kid. His body's just sprawled out on the ground. The only thing missing is like a pool of blood spreading out next to his body. Like you just hear, this just in, more bad news. The guy who delivers all the bad news is now found dead. So good news, if you're looking for a job, we are now looking for a guy who delivers the bad news. Wait, if I'm delivering the bad news, am I the guy that delivers the bad news now? Oh god. So after all that, Yubi finds himself entangled in a fight with the kids of Bluesville. But he's able to convince the kids to stop because he says that he can get them on the nice list with Santa.
You got 1 minute to start making sense, Buster.
How'd you like to get a present from Santa this year, little girl?
Keep talking.
By the way, this little girl, Molly, she's voiced by Mae Whitman, a.k.a. Katara from Avatar. Avatar was like before the Happy Elf came out. Come on, Mae. You can make better choices than this schlock. So Yubi enlists the kids to help him brighten up the town. And his first bright idea is to have a pie fight? Really? You're going to give the kids that were throwing pieces of coal at you pies to throw at other people? Did you not see the fire that was in their eyes? They wanted to murder you, Yubi. The kids even pie some babies. And the babies, oh my god, they go down the fucking hill, never to be seen again. Well, Yubi, I hope you're happy with yourself. You just aided and abetted in murdering some babies.
Ooh, tough crowd.
So after all the kids commit murder together, Molly tells Yubi that there is actually a club of people just like him who are happy all the time in Bluesville. So she takes him there and finds out it is just one lone, crazy woman.
I want to welcome you all to this week's meeting of SLOB, the Smile League of Bluesville. I am so encouraged by our turnout. Okay, let's get started. My name's Gert. Oh, and by gosh, I'm happy. Serenity now, serenity now.
Serenity now!
I said no!
We don't get to see much of this club that this lady is organizing, but I kind of wonder what else she would get up to in a normal meeting. All right, everybody, welcome to this week's meeting of SLOB. It's a great turnout today. Thank you, Cremshaw and Rick, for coming out today. All right, first order of business. Let's find out, did everybody fulfill their smile quota for the week? Cremshaw, how about you?
I did complete my weekly smile quota. I was playing golf, and the guy in front of me, he dropped all his golf balls, and I laughed, and we all smiled together.
Good job, Cremshaw. Let's give a round of applause for Cremshaw.
Go Cremshaw! Yay!
Now, Rick.
Hi, everyone.
Did you fulfill your smile quota for the week, Rick?
This week, I did not. I did not complete it.
Rick, that's the third week in a row that you didn't fulfill your smile quota.
No, it's the third week. Yeah, it's just I'm trying really hard, and it's hard to get to the quota, and I'll do better. I'll get it next week.
You know, you make a lot of promises, Rick.
Yeah, I'm trying. It's kind of hard. Like I'm trying.
It's like the same type of promise that you made when you married your wife, and now that's ending.
Oh yeah, that has been hard.
Yeah, you're getting a divorce, aren't you, Rick?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm just really sad about the divorce. Denise left me. She said she was gonna love me forever, and she stole my house and makes me live on the street with my dog now.
Who cares about your family? All we need are smiles.
And you know what we do with people who don't fulfill their weekly smile quota, Rick, right?
What?
get to tell you how much of a piece of shit you are, Rick. You're just a little itty-bitty piece of shit.
I want to be happy, and I was with Denise, but now I'm not.
Too bad, Rick. Because we're the only people you have left. So why don't you do us a favor and give us a smile?
Just give us a smile. Come on, smile.
Okay, I'll try.
Good. I hate that smile. You get your ass out of here, back on the streets, Rick. Grimshaw, take him out of here. Grimshaw. Meanwhile, Yubi has a sudden revelation that he doesn't need to be fixing one person's attitude like Molly's. He needs to be fixing the entire town's attitude. Also, one of the kids is like a foreign exchange student, and this is how he talks. I don't know how, but somehow that's fucking racist. But before Yubi is able to tell the kids his plan, suddenly the lights go out, and Yubi is kidnapped back to the North Pole, where Norbert and Santa tell Yubi that he has broken every single rule in the Elf Handbook. And that means they strip Yubi of his magical hat, which can get him to and from places. So now he's stranded in the North Pole, and now he'll never be able to save Bluesville.
I think my days as your piano teacher are over.
So while Yubi is sulking in the corner, his friend Gilda shows up and helps him out by giving him her hat. And the two of them also share a nice little kissy kiss.
All right, kids. I'm gonna go over this one more time. Christmas is...
So I'll save you all from the fate of having to listen to that song at all and skip right to their execution of Yubi's plan. Now, I hear you guys asking me, Alec, what the hell is Yubi's plan, guy? And honestly, at this point, I still don't know. I mean, look at this chalkboard. It's not any help. It looks more like Yubi's coaching a shitty middle school football team than saving Christmas. And also, can we talk about this player right here? What the fuck is this? This one guy's supposed to be going everywhere all by himself? How's that gonna work? Anyway, we see the kids going around changing some things to seemingly help the town, I guess. Like turning the question marks into exclamation points, and also, I guess, feeding the mayor diarrhea? It sure as hell looks like it. Before we then see Yubi polishing the rock walls around Bluesville with his butt. But back in the North Pole, we see Derek notices that Gilda is without her hat, and he is suddenly overcome with jealousy, anger, I don't fucking know. Pretty much, he gives away to Norbert that Yubi's gone. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Why? Like, I don't get why they suddenly made Derek to be a bad guy. Like, sure, he was kind of fed up with Yubi's behavior before all this, but it's just like, then why'd you hang out with him, you fucking fake-ass bitch? So just before Yubi could finish up whatever the hell his plan is, the security elves show up to drag him back to the North Pole.
Please let me finish. Please, 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 please.
We don't negotiate. Not even at Christmas.
Oh my god. They tased the hell out of him. It's a little dark. This is an animated Christmas special about a happy elf, and they fucking tased the happy elf. Yo, Harry Connick Jr., you happy with this? You happy with the happiest elf being tased and that being connected to your image? Yes, I am. I'm Harry Connick Jr. The happy elf is gonna get tased. So Gilda and Yubi are on cleaning duty during the big elf rap party on Christmas. Look at this short king with his tall queen. Hell yeah. He's all like, this is heaven. And Yubi's beating himself up for not being able to finish what he started in Bluesville. And Gilda's just like, bitch, shut the fuck up.
Besides, I'd rather be naughty with you than nice with just anyone else.
Hey, yo! Then, like, immediately, Derek has a change of heart and he's just like, oh, I'm sorry, Yubi. I was just being a little bitch. You know how I get. And, like, the only thing that he comes up with for why he did it is because he has issues, or maybe that he was jealous. Jealous of what? Their relationship? They barely had one before this.
I wish there was something I could do to make up for it.
Well, actually, Derek, there is.
Back in Bluesville, everything seems the same. Everybody's sad still. Everybody's down. Everybody's blue. when suddenly the sun shines over the town once again, as it does every single day for that 1 minute. However, the sunbeams are able to cast down upon the now polished rock walls, and all of a sudden, there's light once again in Bluesville, thanks to Yubi and his butt polish. So after Molly sees that Yubi's plan works after all, she meets Derek.
Are you Molly?
Who the fuck are you? Who gives her a piece of polished coal as a goodbye gift for her from Yubi, which she promptly uses to bribe the mayor into getting something she wants. I mean, she didn't say she was gonna be 100% nice, am I right?
You told my friend if he could figure out another use for non-flammable coal, you'd put up a Christmas tree. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I want a Christmas tree.
I want a Christmas tree.
Young lady, you may have your tree.
So the Christmas spirit comes back to Bluesville as they erect the Christmas tree in the middle of town square. And Santa's there to see it all happen himself. So he puts everybody in Bluesville on the nice list. Or at least the kids of Bluesville. I don't know how this shit works. Some Christmas movies have it where everybody is on the naughty and nice list. Sometimes it's only the kids. I don't fucking know.
I want to say something very important.
21.
So finally, it's time for Santa to embark on his trip around the world to deliver presents to all the good boys and girls of the world. But it's time for him to reveal the sleigh team. Who are the elves worthy of going around the world with Santa? He's got all the elves of the North Pole gathered. And look at them all, especially this lady up front. Oh my god, her face is a fucking nightmare. Oh my god, and that face is just, it's haunting, staring deep into my fucking soul. So come on, Santa, who are you gonna pick? Who's the lucky elves that get to go with you? I wonder. Yeah, it's Yubi, Gilda, and Derek. Whoopie fucking do. Hooray! Hooray! Happy ending for everybody. Fuck you, Norbert. Fuck, we still had to go back to Harry Connick Jr. God fucking damn it. Okay. So then we go back to little Farley and the two kids, and it's revealed that all this time they've been telling this story in Bluesville. And it's all happy now, and they renamed it to Joyville. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Anyway, now that's the end. Jesus.
Yeah?
So I hope by watching this with me, you all learned a little lesson about those old forgotten Christmas specials that you used to watch when you were younger. Sometimes some of those are better left forgotten. I mean, the main thing that really hinders this is the animation. Like, god damn, this movie is a fucking travesty to look at. Did you guys see this animation? You're like, oh, fuck yeah, this looks great. Put that shit on NBC. I want anybody with a goddamn antenna to be able to see this. And what about Harry Connick Jr.? What did he think about the special? Was he just like, you know what, it looks great? Anyway, I'm gonna go fucking sell 7 million more albums. So I'm glad I was able to go back down memory lane and relive this old Christmas special. So that way, I'll never wonder if it was good or bad, because I will know that this was a bad Christmas special and I don't have to watch it ever again, and I never have to wonder. And neither do you. You're welcome. Anyway, that's going to be it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a like down below. And hey, if you want to give me a nice little Christmas present this holiday season, maybe subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. I'd love to unwrap my channel on Christmas Day and just see that I've gotten a shit ton of new subscribers. I'd love it. Plus, if you're new to the channel, I like to do videos like this where I cover a topic of something from my childhood that I think is interesting or weird or just not talked about as much. Like this fucking Christmas special that I haven't seen heads or tails of in years. If nobody will talk about it, fucking I will, buddy. So hey, did you ever watch this Christmas special growing up? Have any of you like seen this Christmas special recently? I don't know. Are you a fan of Harry Connick Jr. and you just happen to watch this video? Then let me know in the comments why you're no longer a fan of his. And hey, if you feel like it, you can follow me on social media. I'm at Alec Combs on both Instagram and Twitter. And I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to my two friends, Jesse and Jake, who are in this video sketch. The three of us have a podcast together called Screenplay the Improvised Movie. You can watch full episodes as a video podcast on our YouTube channel, or you can listen to the audio versions on any podcast streaming service that you use. And that's pretty much it, so I'm gonna leave you with some deleted scenes that I couldn't put anywhere else in the video. Bye-bye!
Come doggy doggy, come doggy doggy, come doggy doggy, come doggy doggy, come doggy doggy.
Give me an emotion. Happy.
Cremshaw!
Disturbed.
Cremshaw.
Give me another emotion. Horny.
Cremshaw.
Confused.
Cremshaw? One more.
No. I feel like, what about gymnastics? Cremshaw! How about sportsy? Cremshaw!